Close your eyes now, and let yourself settle into this moment, this peaceful moment, where nothing else matters, where time itself seems to slow down, where everything becomes soft, and gentle, and perfectly still. Did you know that the ground beneath your feet, this solid earth, this seemingly permanent foundation, is actually moving, constantly, always? The continents drift across the planet's surface at about the same rate your fingernails grow, 2 to 4 inches per year, so slowly you'll never feel it, never notice it, but over millions of years, over the vast stretches of geological time, this slow, patient movement reshapes the entire world, builds mountains, creates oceans, transforms everything. And tonight, you're going to drift through geological time, float through Earth's ancient patient transformations, surrender to the timeless rhythm of stone, and discover the deepest, most restful sleep you've had in a long time. Tonight, you're going to journey through the most ancient element that exists, stone in all its forms, from the deepest layers of the planet to the highest mountain peaks, from glittering crystals to flowing lava, from ancient fossils to newly formed rock, from vast cave systems to precious gemstones. We'll explore together, gently, softly, 100 soothing discoveries about geology and Earth's wonders. Each fact will settle over you like layers of sediment, carrying you deeper and deeper into the most restful sleep. There's nothing you need to do, nowhere you need to be, no thoughts you need to think, no worries you need to hold. Just breathe, softly, naturally, and let these gentle truths about Earth guide you into the deepest, most peaceful, most restorative sleep. Let's begin this journey together, slowly, peacefully, drifting now into the beautiful ancient embrace of stone. Imagine yourself standing on solid ground, but this ground is special, sacred, ancient beyond measure. You can feel the earth beneath your feet, cool, solid, patient. This stone has existed for billions of years, has seen everything, knows everything, holds all the patience of geological time. And as you stand here, that patience flows into you, that ancient calm, that timeless peace. The landscape around you is vast, endless, stretching to the horizon in all directions. Mountains in the distance, purple and blue with atmospheric haze. Plains of stone spreading before you. Ancient rock formations rising like sculptures, like monuments, like temples built by time itself. Everything here speaks of age, of endurance, of the slow, patient work of geological processes that shape our world. Your breathing slows naturally, in and out, in and out. Each breath connects you more deeply to this ancient place, to this timeless stone, to this eternal earth. You're breathing in time, breathing in patience, breathing in the deep, slow rhythm of geology. And with each exhale, you release, let go, surrender a little more to this ancient peace. The air is still here, perfectly still. The kind of stillness that only exists in geological time, where nothing moves quickly, where everything happens slowly, patiently, inevitably. This stillness wraps around you, holds you, soothes you. Your body responds, your muscles releasing, your shoulders dropping, your jaw loosening. Everything in you recognizing this peace, this ancient calm, this timeless rest. You begin to walk, though walking feels like floating, like drifting through time. Your feet touch stone worn smooth by millions of years of wind and water. Each step is silent, absorbed by the patient earth. You're moving towards something, drawn by something, called by the deep places of the earth. Ahead, you see an opening, a cave mouth, dark but not frightening, inviting, mysterious, peaceful. You approach it, and as you do, you notice something beautiful. The entrance is lined with crystals, small ones at first, then larger, glinting in the soft light, catching what little illumination exists and multiplying it, scattering it, creating gentle sparkles that dance across the stone. You enter the cave, and immediately the temperature drops, just slightly, becoming cool, comfortable, soothing. The air inside is different, ancient air that's been trapped in these chambers for thousands of years. You breathe it in, this old air, this pure air, and it fills you with peace, with calm, with a sense of entering a sacred space. And here's something wonderful about caves, something that helps you relax even more deeply. Caves maintain a constant temperature year-round, the same temperature as the average annual surface temperature of their location. In this cave, it's always the same, always stable, always comfortable. No seasons reach here, no weather, no variations, just eternal sameness, eternal consistency, eternal peace. And being here, your body responds, your temperature regulating, your nervous system calming, everything in you settling into this perfect stability. The passage narrows, becomes more intimate. You move deeper, always deeper, into the heart of the earth. The walls here glow softly, and you realize they're covered in crystals, not just lined but covered, entirely covered. The crystals catch the dim light, reflect it, amplify it, creating a soft luminescence that fills the passage. This is a crystal cave, one of Earth's most beautiful creations, formed over millions of years, by patient geological processes, by the slow work of mineral-rich water, by time itself. These crystals are selenite, named after Selene, the Greek goddess of the moon, because they glow with a lunar luminescence, a soft white light that seems to come from within. Selenite is a form of gypsum, calcium sulfate, and it forms when mineral-rich water evaporates slowly, over centuries, over millennia, leaving behind these beautiful structures, these natural sculptures, these gifts of time and patience. And here's something soothing about crystals, something that helps you understand their peace. Crystals form in perfect geometric patterns, their atoms arranging themselves in precise repeating structures. This order, this perfection, this mathematical precision, is deeply calming to observe. Your mind recognizes pattern, recognizes order, recognizes perfection, and it relaxes, settles, finds peace in the geometric beauty. You reach out to touch a crystal. Your fingertips meet its surface, cool, smooth, perfectly smooth. The sensation is soothing, grounding. The crystal has been here for thousands of years, will be here for thousands more. It doesn't hurry, doesn't worry, doesn't change, just exists, patient, eternal, at peace. In touching it, you absorb some of that patience, that permanence, that peace. The cave opens into a chamber, a crystal cathedral. The walls, the ceiling, even parts of the floor, all covered in crystals, some small as your finger, others large as your body, all growing from the rock, all reaching, all perfect. The chamber glows with soft white light, peaceful light, healing light. You stand in the center of this chamber, surrounded by crystals, held by stone, and you feel completely safe, completely comfortable, completely at peace. The silence here is profound, absolute. The crystals absorb sound, deaden it, create a quiet so complete it's almost tangible. You can hear your heartbeat, slow, steady, calm. You can hear your breath, soft, shallow, peaceful. Nothing else, just these internal rhythms, just your body existing in this perfect quiet. The silence wraps around you gently, like crystal, like stone, like the earth itself. Everything feels perfectly still. Your breathing slows naturally, becoming even softer, even quieter, even more peaceful. You're part of the cave now, part of the crystals, part of the ancient patient stone. You sink down in the crystal chamber, sitting on smooth stone, cool beneath you. The stone conforms to you, supports you perfectly. You lean back against a massive crystal, its surface smooth against your back, cool, solid, eternal. The crystal has been growing here for 10,000 years, formed molecule by molecule, layer by layer, with infinite patience, infinite slowness. And leaning against it, you feel that patience, that slowness, that eternal calm flowing into you. And here's something beautiful about geological time, something that puts everything in perspective. The Earth is 4.5 billion years old. That's 4,500 million years, a span of time so vast the human mind can barely comprehend it. The oldest rocks on Earth's surface are over 4 billion years old. The stone beneath you, around you, could be hundreds of millions of years old. It has witnessed the rise and fall of mountain ranges, the coming and going of oceans, the evolution of countless species. It holds all of history, all of time, all of patience. And touching it, being held by it, you connect to something timeless, something eternal, something that makes your worries seem small, your troubles temporary, your need for sleep natural and right. You lie down fully now, on the crystal-covered floor. The crystals beneath you are small, smooth, comfortable. They press gently against your back, your shoulders, your legs, like the most comfortable bed, like nature's mattress, supporting you perfectly. The sensation is grounding, literally grounding, connecting you to the earth, to the planet, to the solid foundation of everything. Above you, the ceiling glows with crystals, thousands of them, millions of them, all catching the soft light, all glowing gently, creating a field of stars, a galaxy of stone. You look up at this crystal sky, and it's hypnotic, mesmerizing. Your eyes follow the patterns, the geometric perfection, the natural beauty, and your mind quiets, settles, releases thought, releases worry, releases everything but this moment, this peace, this perfect rest. Quartz crystals grow here among the selenite, clear quartz, rose quartz, amethyst. Each type of quartz is silicon dioxide, the same chemical formula, but with different impurities that create different colors. Rose quartz gets its pink color from traces of titanium, iron, or manganese. Amethyst gets its purple from iron and natural radiation. These tiny differences, these minute variations, create such different beauty, such diverse wonder. The earth is endlessly creative, endlessly varied, endlessly beautiful. And here's something soothing about quartz, something humans have known for thousands of years. Quartz has been used for healing, for meditation, for finding peace, for millennia. Ancient cultures valued it, modern cultures still do. Not because of magic, but because of its beauty, its perfection, its ability to focus attention, to calm the mind, to create peace. Holding quartz, looking at quartz, being surrounded by quartz like you are now, naturally calms your nervous system, focuses your awareness, brings you into the present moment, the peaceful moment, the restful moment. Your body is so relaxed now, so completely relaxed. Every muscle has released, every fiber has softened. You're melting into the crystal floor, merging with it, becoming part of the cave, part of the stone, part of the ancient patient earth. Your breathing is shallow, slow, barely noticeable. Your heartbeat has slowed to its resting rate, everything in your body preparing for sleep, for rest, for the deepest peace. The temperature in the cave is perfect, constant, comfortable. Your body doesn't need to regulate, doesn't need to adjust, just rests in perfect thermal comfort. This stability is deeply soothing, deeply peaceful. Your nervous system recognizes safety, recognizes rest, recognizes that nothing threatens, nothing disturbs, nothing interrupts this perfect peace. The silence wraps around you gently, complete now, total. The crystals above seem to pulse softly with light, or maybe that's your eyes growing heavy, your vision fading, your consciousness dimming. Everything is becoming softer, darker, quieter. You're drifting now, floating on stone, held by crystal, surrounded by the ancient peace of the earth. You sink deeper, though you're not moving. The cave seems to be moving you, drawing you down, deeper into the earth, deeper into stone, deeper into time. The crystal chamber fades above you, and you're descending through layers, layers of rock, layers of history, layers of time itself. And here's something fascinating about Earth's structure, something that helps you understand where you're going. The Earth is made of layers, like an onion, like a perfect sphere made of concentric shells. At the surface is the crust, thin, fragile, just a few miles thick under the oceans, about 25 miles thick under the continents. Below that is the mantle, nearly 2,000 miles thick, hot, dense, slowly flowing. And at the center, the core, outer core liquid, inner core solid, made of iron and nickel, as hot as the surface of the sun but solid because of the immense pressure. You're descending through these layers now, moving through geological time, through Earth's structure, through the peaceful depths of the planet. The rock around you changes as you descend. The crystals fade, replaced by layered stone, sedimentary rock. You can see the layers clearly, bands of different colors, different textures, each layer representing a different time period, a different era. Each layer is like a page in Earth's history book, telling a story, holding a record, preserving a moment in deep time. These are sandstone layers, formed from ancient sand, sand that was once beaches, deserts, riverbeds. The sand was buried, compressed, cemented together by minerals and groundwater over millions of years, becoming stone, becoming permanent, becoming part of Earth's eternal record. Some of these layers are 500 million years old. They were forming when the first fish evolved, when life was just beginning to colonize the land. They hold that ancient time, preserve it, make it accessible to anyone who knows how to read stone. You pass through a layer of limestone, pale gray, smooth. This limestone was once the shells and skeletons of billions of marine creatures, tiny organisms that lived in ancient seas. When they died, their calcium carbonate shells sank to the seafloor, accumulated, layer after layer, century after century, millennium after millennium. Eventually, the weight of overlying sediment compressed these shells into solid rock, into limestone, into this beautiful pale stone that surrounds you now. And here's something soothing about sedimentary rocks, something that teaches patience. Sedimentary rocks form slowly, grain by grain, layer by layer. A single layer might take thousands of years to form, might represent 100,000 years of slow accumulation. There's no rushing this process, no hurrying stone, just patient, slow, inevitable deposition. And understanding this, knowing this, helps you relax, helps you accept slowness, accept patience, accept that some things cannot be rushed, should not be rushed. The earth takes its time in soaking you. You continue descending, and the rock changes again, becomes darker, harder. This is shale, formed from ancient mud, clay particles that settled in still waters, lakes, lagoons, quiet ocean basins. Mud settling from water is one of the slowest processes in nature, the finest particles taking days to sink just a few inches. But given enough time, enough patience, even mud becomes stone, becomes permanent, becomes part of the eternal earth. Fossils appear in the shale, impressions of ancient leaves, shells, even the delicate wings of insects preserved for 100 million years. These fossils are time capsules, messages from the deep past, proof that patience preserves, that slowness endures, that what seems fragile can become eternal if given time, if given care, if allowed to rest undisturbed. You reach out to touch a fossil, a perfect firm leaf, every detail preserved, every vein visible. This fern grew in a swamp millions of years ago, fell into mud, was buried before it could decay, and slowly, over eons, turned to stone. The organic material replaced molecule by molecule with minerals, creating a perfect replica, a stone copy more durable than the original ever was. The fern is eternal now, preserved forever, at peace in stone. Your breathing synchronizes with the layers, each breath representing a millennium, each exhale releasing 100,000 years. You're breathing in geological time now, breathing in patience, breathing in the slow eternal rhythm of stone. And with each breath, you relax more, sink deeper, let go more completely. The silence wraps around you gently, the weight of rock above, the pressure of time. Everything feels perfectly still. Your body has become like stone, heavy, solid, unmoving, perfectly at rest. You descend further, deeper into the earth, and the rock changes again, becomes different, transformed. This is metamorphic rock, rock that was once something else, sedimentary rock, igneous rock, but was changed by heat and pressure, transformed into something new, something harder, something more beautiful. And here's something wonderful about metamorphic rock, something that teaches transformation. Metamorphism happens deep underground, where temperatures rise, where pressure builds. The rock doesn't melt, but it changes, its minerals rearranging, recrystallizing, forming new patterns, new structures. Limestone becomes marble, its calcite crystals growing larger, interlocking, creating that beautiful stone. Shale becomes slate, then schist, then gneiss, each stage representing more heat, more pressure, more transformation. Sandstone becomes quartzite, harder than the original, more durable, more beautiful. You're surrounded by marble now, white marble, veined with gray and gold. The marble glows softly, as if lit from within. This marble was once limestone, once the shells of ancient sea creatures, but heat and pressure transformed it, made it beautiful, made it precious, made it the stone of palaces and temples. This teaches you that pressure can create beauty, that difficulty can lead to transformation, that becoming something new doesn't mean losing what you were, just evolving, just changing, just growing. The marble is cool against your skin, smooth, polished by the pressure of overlying rock. You float through it, somehow moving through solid stone, existing in that dreamlike space where geology and sleep merge, where the impossible becomes possible, where you can pass through mountains as easily as air. Crystals appear in the metamorphic rock, garnets, tiny red jewels embedded in a stone. Garnets form during metamorphism, when heat and pressure rearrange minerals into new configurations, creating these beautiful crystals. These garnets are almandine, iron aluminum silicate. They formed at temperatures over 500 degrees, under pressures equivalent to being buried miles deep, yet they're beautiful, peaceful, perfect spheres of deep red crystal nested in gray stone. And here's something soothing about garnets, about all metamorphic minerals. They represent stability. They form under specific conditions of temperature and pressure, and once formed, they're stable, permanent, unchanging. Geologists use them as indicators, as measures of how deep rock was buried, how hot it became. Garnets are evidence, proof, witnesses to Earth's ancient processes. And seeing them, touching them, understanding them, helps you find stability too, helps you recognize that after change comes stability, after transformation comes peace, after becoming something new comes rest. You continue through the metamorphic zone, through schist now, rock that glitters. Every surface shimmers with tiny mica crystals, millions of them, aligned parallel by the pressure that formed them. The schist splits easily along these mica planes, creating flat surfaces, creating natural mirrors. The mica catches what little light exists, reflects it, multiplies it, creating a subtle shimmer throughout the rock. Mica is fascinating. Each tiny crystal is made of sheets, layers of atoms, held together by weak bonds that allow the sheets to separate, to slide past each other. This is why mica is flexible, why it can be split into paper-thin sheets. Ancient peoples used mica as windows, as decoration, as sacred objects. And it's still beautiful, still precious, still catching light and creating beauty in the deep dark stone. You're going deeper still, always deeper. The temperature rises, not uncomfortable, just warm. The warmth of Earth's interior, geothermal heat, heat from radioactive decay in the planet's core, heat from the slow cooling of a world that formed hot 4.5 billion years ago. This heat is ancient, eternal, and it warms you, soothes you, relaxes you even more deeply. Your body is completely relaxed now, completely at rest. You can barely feel it anymore, barely notice it, just consciousness, just awareness, just presence floating through stone, through time, through the ancient patient layers of Earth. You're becoming geological, becoming stone, becoming eternal. The silence wraps around you gently, heavy now, the weight of miles of rock above, but not oppressive, comforting, like the heaviest weighted blanket, like being held by the earth itself. Everything feels perfectly still. Your breathing is so slow, so shallow, barely there at all. You descend further, deeper into the earth, and the rock changes again, becomes different, transformed. This is metamorphic rock, rock that was once something else, sedimentary rock, igneous rock, but was changed by heat and pressure, transformed into something new, something harder, something more beautiful. And here's something wonderful about metamorphic rock, something that teaches transformation. Metamorphism happens deep underground, where temperatures rise, where pressure builds. The rock doesn't melt, but it changes, its minerals rearranging, recrystallizing, forming new patterns, new structures. Limestone becomes marble, its calcite crystals growing larger, interlocking, creating that beautiful stone. Shale becomes slate, then schist, then gneiss, each stage representing more heat, more pressure, more transformation. Sandstone becomes quartzite, harder than the original, more durable, more beautiful. You're surrounded by marble now, white marble, veined with gray and gold. The marble glows softly, as if lit from within. This marble was once limestone, once the shells of ancient sea creatures, but heat and pressure transformed it, made it beautiful, made it precious, made it the stone of palaces and temples. This teaches you that pressure can create beauty, that difficulty can lead to transformation, that becoming something new doesn't mean losing what you were, just evolving, just changing, just growing. The marble is cool against your skin, smooth, polished by the pressure of overlying rock. You float through it, somehow moving through solid stone, existing in that dreamlike space where geology and sleep merge, where the impossible becomes possible, where you can pass through mountains as easily as air. Crystals appear in the metamorphic rock, garnets, tiny red jewels embedded in a stone. Garnets form during metamorphism, when heat and pressure rearrange minerals into new configurations, creating these beautiful crystals. These garnets are almandine, iron aluminum silicate. They formed at temperatures over 500 degrees, under pressures equivalent to being buried miles deep, yet they're beautiful, peaceful, perfect spheres of deep red crystal nested in gray stone. And here's something soothing about garnets, about all metamorphic minerals. They represent stability. They form under specific conditions of temperature and pressure, and once formed, they're stable, permanent, unchanging. Geologists use them as indicators, as measures of how deep rock was buried, how hot it became. Garnets are evidence, proof, witnesses to Earth's ancient processes. And seeing them, touching them, understanding them, helps you find stability too, helps you recognize that after change comes stability, after transformation comes peace, after becoming something new comes rest. You continue through the metamorphic zone, through schist now, rock that glitters. Every surface shimmers with tiny mica crystals, millions of them, aligned parallel by the pressure that formed them. The schist splits easily along these mica planes, creating flat surfaces, creating natural mirrors. The mica catches what little light exists, reflects it, multiplies it, creating a subtle shimmer throughout the rock. Mica is fascinating. Each tiny crystal is made of sheets, layers of atoms, held together by weak bonds that allow the sheets to separate, to slide past each other. This is why mica is flexible, why it can be split into paper-thin sheets. Ancient peoples used mica as windows, as decoration, as sacred objects. And it's still beautiful, still precious, still catching light and creating beauty in the deep dark stone. You're going deeper still, always deeper. The temperature rises, not uncomfortable, just warm. The warmth of Earth's interior, geothermal heat, heat from radioactive decay in the planet's core, heat from the slow cooling of a world that formed hot 4.5 billion years ago. This heat is ancient, eternal, and it warms you, soothes you, relaxes you even more deeply. Your body is completely relaxed now, completely at rest. You can barely feel it anymore, barely notice it, just consciousness, just awareness, just presence floating through stone, through time, through the ancient patient layers of Earth. You're becoming geological, becoming stone, becoming eternal. The silence wraps around you gently, heavy now, the weight of miles of rock above, but not oppressive, comforting, like the heaviest weighted blanket, like being held by the earth itself. Everything feels perfectly still. Your breathing is so slow, so shallow, barely there at all. You drift upward now, away from the magma, rising through the crust again, moving through different rock, through a vein, a crack in the surrounding stone where mineral-rich fluids have flowed. And in this vein, something beautiful is formed, something precious. Gems. The walls of this narrow passage sparkle, glitter, shine with crystalline beauty. This is a geode, a cavity in the rock lined with crystals. The outside is rough, plain, unremarkable, but the inside is a treasure. Amethyst crystals, deep purple, cover every surface, thousands of them, millions of them, pointing inward, creating a cathedral of violet light. And here's something wonderful about geodes, about gems forming in cavities. Hot mineral-rich fluids, heated by volcanic activity, flow through cracks in the rock. As these fluids cool, as conditions change, minerals precipitate out of solution, crystallizing on the cavity walls, layer by layer, crystal by crystal. This takes millions of years, requires perfect conditions, perfect patience. The result is this beautiful interior, this hidden treasure, this secret wonder. Amethyst is quartz, silicon dioxide, colored purple by iron and natural radiation. The crystals are perfectly formed, perfect hexagonal prisms, terminated in perfect pyramids. This perfection is natural, requires no cutting, no polishing. The earth creates this beauty on its own, given time, given patience, given the right conditions. You float into the geode, surrounded by purple crystals. The light here is filtered through amethyst, everything takes on a purple hue, a violet glow. This color is deeply calming, spiritually soothing. Violet light has the shortest wavelength of visible light, the highest frequency. Throughout history, purple has been associated with spirituality, with calm, with peace. And being surrounded by it, bathed in it, breathing in violet light, your mind quiets even more, your body relaxes even more deeply, your consciousness fades towards sleep even more inevitably. Other gems appear among the amethyst. Citron, yellow, golden. Quartz colored by heat, by the same iron that makes amethyst purple but oxidized differently, transformed by temperature into sunny yellow instead of deep purple. The citron glows like captured sunlight, like crystallized warmth, balancing the purple, creating harmony, creating beauty. And here's something soothing about gems, about crystals, about the perfect order of their atomic structure. Crystals represent nature's solution to entropy. In a universe trending toward disorder, crystals are pure order, perfect arrangement, mathematical precision. Looking at them, holding them, being surrounded by them, satisfies something deep in the human mind. Our need for pattern, our desire for beauty, our longing for perfection. Gems calm us not through magic but through their beauty, their order, their perfection. And you're calm now, so calm, surrounded by this perfection, held by this beauty, soothed by this order. Rose quartz appears, pink, translucent, cloudy, the stone of love, of compassion, of gentle emotion. It forms in pegmatites, in the last bit of magma to crystallize, enriched in rare elements, in lithium and manganese, forming massive crystals, huge crystals, some weighing tons. The rose quartz here is a massive crystal, one enormous perfect structure. You're floating inside a single rose quartz crystal, surrounded by pink, by softness, by gentle energy. The pink light is incredibly soothing. Pink is the color of unconditional love, of self-compassion, of gentle acceptance. Surrounded by it, you feel loved, accepted, at peace with yourself, at peace with everything. The rose quartz holds you, embraces you, loves you without judgment, without expectation, without demand. You're so relaxed now, so deeply relaxed. Your body has disappeared, dissolved into light, into color, into the gentle pink glow of rose quartz. There's only consciousness now, only awareness, only this peaceful present moment, floating in stone, held by earth, surrounded by beauty, at perfect peace. The silence wraps around you gently, the crystals creating their own quiet, their geometric perfection somehow absorbing sound, creating stillness. Everything feels perfectly still, perfectly peaceful. Your breathing is barely perceptible, your heartbeat slow and distant. You're becoming crystal, becoming permanent, becoming eternally at rest. Time shifts, or you shift, and you're somewhere else, still underground, but in different stone. Sedimentary rock again, but older, much older. The layers here are ancient, some of the oldest on Earth. Precambrian rock, rock that formed before complex life existed, before animals, before plants, when Earth was young and strange and different. But you're not in the Precambrian layers. You're floating through Paleozoic stone, rock from the age of ancient life. And embedded in this stone, everywhere you look, are fossils. Trilobites, those ancient arthropods, extinct for over 250 million years. Their segmented bodies perfectly preserved, every detail visible, every spine, every eye lens. And here's something amazing about fossils, something that connects you to deep time. Fossils are the preserved remains of ancient life. Most organisms decay quickly after death, disappearing without trace. But under certain rare conditions, burial must be rapid, the environment must be just right, remains can be preserved. Minerals replace organic material, molecule by molecule, creating a perfect stone copy of what once lived. Once was soft, flesh and muscle and organs, becomes hard, stone, eternal. Trilobites are fascinating. They lived for nearly 300 million years, from the Cambrian period through the Permian. They evolved, diversified, filled countless ecological niches, over 20,000 species. Some were tiny, some huge, some blind, some with enormous eyes. They ruled the ancient seas, dominated them. Then they died out, went extinct, vanished forever. But their fossils remain, their story preserved in stone, their forms eternal, more permanent in death than they ever were in life. You float among trilobite fossils, countless numbers of them. This was a mass death, some ancient catastrophe. A storm perhaps, burying thousands of them in mud. The mud became stone, the trilobites became fossils, and now, 500 million years later, they rest here, peaceful, eternal. Their struggle over, their lives ended, their story preserved forever in perfect peace. This teaches you something, something deeply soothing. All struggles end. All stories complete. Nothing lasts forever except the memory, the record, the peace that comes after. These trilobites struggled, fought, survived, reproduced. Then they rested, became still, became peaceful, became eternal. And you can be like them, can rest, can become still, can find that same eternal peace. Other fossils surround you. Brachiopods, like clams but unrelated, their shells perfectly preserved. Crinoids, sea lilies, their stems and fronds creating beautiful patterns in the stone. Coral, ancient reefs, now solid rock. Ammonites, those beautiful spiral-shelled cephalopods, distant relatives of octopi. Each fossil tells a story, each represents a life. Each is now at peace, at rest, part of the eternal stone. And here's something soothing about fossil-rich stone, about limestone full of ancient shells. This rock is composed of life, made of life, billions of organisms, their calcium carbonate shells and skeletons compressed into solid stone. You're surrounded by death, but there's nothing sad about it, nothing disturbing. It's peaceful, natural, right? Death is part of the cycle. Rest is the natural end. And these organisms, having lived, having died, are now part of Earth forever, contributing their substance to the planet, becoming part of the eternal stone, part of the foundation of everything. You touch a perfect ammonite fossil. Your fingers trace its spiral, that perfect logarithmic spiral found throughout nature, in galaxies, in hurricanes, in the cochlea of your ear. The spiral is hypnotic, mesmerizing. You trace it inward, following the curve, spiraling toward the center, and your mind spirals too, inward, deeper, toward the center of consciousness, toward the peaceful core, toward sleep. Your body is like a fossil now, still, unmoving, permanent. You've been lying peacefully for so long, so still for so much time, that you feel like stone yourself, like you might be preserved here, become part of the rock, eternal, at peace forever. The silence wraps around you gently, the silence of extinction, the silence of ancient seas long gone, the silence of stone. Everything feels perfectly still, perfectly ancient, perfectly at peace. Your breathing is so slow it's nearly stopped. Your heartbeat barely registers. You're becoming geological, becoming eternal, becoming one with the ancient patient earth. Water sounds, distant, echoing. You're at a cave again, but different, a living cave, with water flowing through it. An underground river, cold, clear, ancient water that's never seen sunlight, that's been flowing through limestone for thousands of years, slowly dissolving the rock, creating passages, creating chambers, creating this vast underground world. And here's something beautiful about caves, about how they form. Caves are created by water, by the patient action of slightly acidic groundwater dissolving limestone. The water seeps through cracks, follows weaknesses, slowly, over millions of years, dissolving calcium carbonate, carrying it away, enlarging passages, creating rooms, creating the most beautiful underground architecture. This process is called chemical weathering, and it's happening right now, everywhere. Water carrying dissolved carbon dioxide becomes carbonic acid, weak acid, but given time, given patience, it dissolves solid rock. Limestone, made of calcium carbonate, is especially susceptible. The water flows, the rock dissolves, passages grow, caves form, slowly, patiently, inevitably. You float on the underground river, on your back, face up. The water is cold but not cold, just refreshing, just comfortable. It carries you gently, no effort required, just floating, drifting, being carried by the patient flow of underground water. The current is slow, barely noticeable, but it moves you, gradually, peacefully, deeper into the cave system. The ceiling passes overhead, sometimes high, sometimes low. Stalactites hang down, stone icicles formed by dripping water. Each drop of water carries dissolved limestone, leaves behind a tiny bit when it evaporates. Over thousands of years, millions of drops, the stalactites grow, inch by inch, some reaching many feet long, hanging like stone curtains. Like frozen waterfalls, permanent, eternal, beautiful. Below, growing up from the cave floor, stalagmites rise, mirror images of the stalactites above, formed by the same dripping water, the same patient process. Sometimes, after tens of thousands of years, stalactite and stalagmite meet, fuse together, creating columns, pillars of stone, supporting the cave, holding up the ceiling. These columns are incredibly strong, incredibly beautiful, natural architecture. Earth's own temple, built by water and time and endless patience. And here's something soothing about the rate of cave formation, about how slowly stalactites and stalagmites grow. They grow at about 1 inch every 100 years. That's how patient this process is, how slow. In a human lifetime, you might see a stalactite grow a fraction of an inch. In your children's lifetime, another fraction. In your grandchildren's lifetime, still just barely noticeable change. But given geological time, given millions of years, these tiny increments build mountains of stone, create cathedrals, create wonder. This teaches you that small steps matter, that patience works, that slow and steady wins not just the race, but builds beauty, creates permanence, achieves the impossible. The river carries you into a larger chamber, and here the formations are extraordinary. Flowstone, sheets of calcite draped over the walls like frozen waterfalls. Helictites, twisted stalactites that seem to defy gravity, growing sideways, looping, spiraling, following crystal boundaries instead of gravity. Cave pearls, round calcite formations created by dripping water, rolling in shallow pools, each drop causing them to turn slightly, building up layers evenly, creating perfect spheres. Natural pearls formed from stone instead of nacre. The underground river flows through this gallery of wonders, and you flow with it, passive, peaceful, just observing, just existing, just being carried by water through stone. The cave is timeless here. Nothing changes on human timescales. Everything is as it was 1,000 years ago, will be 1,000 years from now. This permanence is deeply comforting, deeply peaceful. In a world of constant change, the cave remains constant, eternal, unchanging. The water sounds echo in the chambers, gentle splashing, quiet trickling, the soft music of underground water. These sounds are deeply soothing, white noise, natural sounds that calm the nervous system, that ease the mind into rest. Human brains are wired to find comfort in water sounds, in the gentle music of streams and rivers. It signals safety, signals resources, signals that all is well. And hearing it, you relax even more, sink even deeper into peace. Your body floats on the water, completely supported, completely relaxed. The cool water holds you, the stone surrounds you, darkness embraces you. You're in the womb of the earth, held, protected, safe. Nothing can reach you here, nothing can disturb you. You're in the deepest shelter, the most perfect refuge, the most peaceful sanctuary. The silence wraps around you gently, broken only by water sounds, by echoes, by the quiet breath of the living cave. Everything feels perfectly still despite the movement. Your breathing synchronizes with the flow, with the dripping, with the eternal patient rhythm of water shaping stone. You're becoming part of the cave, part of the water, part of the ancient cycle, part of the eternal peace. The river flows into darkness, and you flow with it, but then the water is gone, faded like a dream, and you're somewhere else. Inside a mountain, deep in the heart of stone. This is granite, the most common rock of continents, formed deep underground when magma cooled slowly, so slowly that large crystals had time to form, creating this beautiful speckled stone. Pink feldspar, clear quartz, black mica, all intergrown, all creating the complex beauty of granite. And here's something powerful about granite, something that teaches strength and patience. Granite forms miles underground, in huge masses called batholiths, some hundreds of miles across. The magma that becomes granite cools over millions of years, so slowly, so gradually, allowing crystals to grow large, to interlock, to create this incredibly strong stone. Granite is erosion resistant, durable. It lasts while other rocks crumble. It forms the cores of ancient mountain ranges, the foundations of continents, the permanent structures of Earth. You're inside the mountain, but also the mountain is inside you, or you are the mountain. The boundary has dissolved. You are stone, solid, unmoving, eternal. You have the patience of granite, the strength of mountains, the permanence of continents. Nothing hurries you, nothing disturbs you. You simply exist, timeless, peaceful, complete. Mountains are fascinating. From sea level they seem permanent, unchanging. But they're actually young, geologically speaking. Most mountain ranges are less than 100 million years old, many less than 50 million. The Himalayas, Earth's highest mountains, are only 50 million years old, still rising, still growing, pushed up by the collision of India with Asia, rising about 2 inches per year, fast, geologically speaking, but imperceptible to humans, invisible without precise measurements. Mountains form through tectonic forces, through the collision of continental plates. When continents collide, the crust buckles, folds, rises, creating mountains. The Appalachians formed when North America collided with Africa, over 300 million years ago. They were once as high as the Himalayas, but erosion has worn them down, smoothed them, reduced them to the gentle mountains we see today. This teaches you that even mountains, even the tallest peaks, eventually rest, eventually lower, eventually find peace. You're experiencing the mountain from inside, feeling its mass, its weight, its incredible stability. Mountains are roots of continents, extending deep into the earth. Just as trees have roots, mountains have roots. The visible mountain is just a fraction of the total. Most of the mass is underground, balancing the height above. This is called isostasy, the principle that Earth's crust floats on a denser mantle below, like ice in water, with most of the mass hidden beneath the surface. The granite around you is cool, solid, eternal. You can feel its crystalline structure, the interlocking crystals that make it so strong. feldspar crystals, pink and white, the most common mineral in Earth's crust. Quartz crystals, clear or milky, silicon dioxide, the second most common mineral. Mica, black biotite or white muscovite, sheets of silicate minerals that catch light, create sparkle, add beauty to the functional strength of granite. And here's something soothing about granite, about all igneous rock that cooled slowly deep underground. The slow cooling allowed not just large crystals but perfect crystals to form. The atoms had time to find their proper places, to arrange themselves in perfect geometric patterns, to create order from chaos. This is the same process that creates peace in your mind. When you slow down, when you give yourself time, when you allow patterns to emerge naturally instead of forcing them. Granite teaches you that patience creates beauty, that slow creates strong, that time creates perfection. Your body feels like granite now, heavy, solid, unmoving. You've been still for so long, so perfectly still, that you feel like stone, like you might stay here forever, part of the mountain, part of the eternal rock, part of the permanent earth. And that feels right, feels peaceful, feels like coming home to a permanence you didn't know you'd been seeking. The mountain breathes around you, or you breathe with the mountain, slow, deep, the breathing of geological time. Each breath takes 1,000 years, each exhale releases an era. You're synced with the mountain, with its patience, with its eternal stillness, with its perfect peace. The silence wraps around you gently, the silence of solid stone, the silence of the deep earth. Everything feels perfectly still, perfectly solid, perfectly permanent. Your breathing is imperceptible now, your heartbeat slow as erosion, your consciousness fading like worn mountains, sinking into stone, merging with granite, becoming eternal. You drift again, though drift isn't quite the right word when you're solid as stone. You transition, you flow through rock the way dreams flow through sleep, and you emerge into a vast space, a cavern, but unlike any you've seen before. The walls, the floor, the ceiling, all lined with geodes, hundreds of them, thousands of them, each one split open, revealing crystalline interiors, creating a garden of gems, a cathedral of crystals, a palace of stone flowers. And here's something amazing about this place, about geode-rich formations. Geodes form in volcanic or sedimentary rock, in cavities left by gas bubbles or dissolved material. Mineral-rich water seeps in, deposits layer after layer of crystals, creating these hollow wonders. These particular geodes are amethyst, quartz, celestite, each one a different size, a different color, a different expression of Earth's creative force. You walk through this crystal garden, the walking feels like floating, like drifting through a dream of stone. Each geode you pass glows softly, some purple with amethyst, some clear with quartz, some pale blue with celestite. Celestite is strontium sulfate, forms in sedimentary deposits, creates crystals of the palest blue, the color of sky, the color of peace. Looking at celestite is like looking at crystallized calm, solidified serenity, permanent peace. Some geodes are small, the size of your fist, lined with tiny perfect crystals. Others are enormous, larger than you, large enough to walk inside, to be surrounded by crystals, by geometric perfection, by mathematical beauty. You enter one of these giant geodes, and immediately you're enclosed in purple light, in amethyst brilliance, in crystalline peace. The crystals point inward from all directions, thousands of them, millions of them, all perfect hexagonal prisms, all terminated in perfect pyramids. The order is overwhelming, the perfection absolute. Your mind surrenders to it, stops trying to process, just accepts, just experiences, just rests in the presence of such perfect natural geometry. And here's something deeply soothing about being surrounded by crystals, about experiencing this level of natural order. Crystals represent the lowest energy state of matter. When atoms arrange themselves in crystalline structure, they're finding the most stable, most comfortable, most peaceful arrangement possible. This is nature's rest state, nature's peace, nature's perfect stillness. And being surrounded by it, being immersed in it, teaches your own atoms, your own molecules, your own body, how to rest, how to arrange themselves for maximum peace, maximum comfort, maximum stillness. You lie down in the center of the giant geode, on a bed of smaller crystals. They're smooth, comfortable, cool, supporting you perfectly. Above you, around you, beneath you, everywhere crystals, everywhere purple light, everywhere peace. The geode holds you like a womb, like a cocoon, like the most perfect shelter. You're protected here, safe here, held in the heart of stone, cradled in crystalline arms, rocked by geometric lullabies. The purple light has grown dimmer, or your eyes have grown heavier, or both. The world is fading, softening, dissolving into purple shadow, into violet darkness, into the peaceful void where crystals and consciousness merge, where stone and sleep become one, where geological time and dream time flow together into eternal now. Other minerals appear in the crystals around you, phantom quartz, crystals within crystals, showing growth patterns, showing time. Rutile needles, golden threads running through clear quartz like captured sunlight. Chloride inclusions, creating gardens inside crystals, landscapes of green trapped in clear stone. Each inclusion tells a story, each phantom reveals history, each variation creates beauty. The earth is endlessly creative, endlessly surprising. Within the simple structure of quartz, silicon and oxygen, variations create infinite beauty, infinite wonder. This teaches you that simplicity doesn't mean boring, that basic elements can create complexity, that peace doesn't mean emptiness but richness, depth, infinite subtle variation. Your body is completely dissolved now. There's no sensation left, no awareness of physical form. Just consciousness, just awareness, just presence, floating in purple light, surrounded by crystal, held by stone. You are the geode is you. You are crystal, crystal is you. No separation, no boundary, just unity, just peace, just eternal geological rest. The silence wraps around you gently, the crystals creating their own perfect quiet, absorbing sound, creating stillness. Everything feels perfectly still, perfectly ordered, perfectly peaceful. You're not breathing anymore, or breathing so slowly it's imperceptible. Your heart beats once per century, your thoughts flow once per millennium. You're in geological time now, eternal time, timeless time. Deeper still, always deeper. You're sinking through the planet, through the crust, approaching the boundary, the Mohorovičić discontinuity, the Moho, where the crust ends and the mantle begins. The rock here is the oldest, the deepest, the most ancient bedrock. These are the roots of continents, billions of years old, witnesses to Earth's entire history. And here's something profound about ancient rock, about the oldest stones on Earth. The oldest minerals found are zircon crystals from Western Australia, over 4 billion years old, nearly as old as Earth itself. They formed when the planet was young, when the surface was still molten, when oceans were first condensing. These tiny crystals have survived everything, every geological upheaval, every tectonic shift, every erosion event. They're eternal witnesses, permanent records, indestructible memories of Earth's infancy. The bedrock here is gneiss, pronounced nice, highly metamorphosed rock. Once it was something else, granite perhaps, or sedimentary rock. But heat and pressure transformed it, banded it, created these beautiful stripes of light and dark minerals. The bands tell stories of ancient mountain building, of continents colliding, of rock being buried miles deep, heated, compressed, transformed, then uplifted, exposed, revealed. This gneiss is 3 billion years old. Formed when Earth was young, when the atmosphere had no oxygen, when life was just single-celled bacteria, when the planet was utterly alien compared to today. Yet this rock endured, survived, persisted. It teaches you about endurance, about survival, about the power of simply continuing, simply existing, simply being, through everything, through all change, through all time. You're lying on this ancient bedrock now, or you've become one with it. The distinction no longer matters. You are the foundation, you are the base, you are the ancient beginning. Nothing is beneath you, nothing is older, nothing is more fundamental. You've reached the bottom, the foundation, the primordial stone, and here you rest, finally, completely, eternally. The weight of the world is above you, miles of rock, continents, oceans, mountains, cities, life. All of it pressing down, all of it supported by this ancient foundation, by this bedrock, by you. And you support it all effortlessly, patiently, eternally. This is your purpose now, to be foundation, to be support, to be the permanent, unchanging, patient base upon which everything else exists. And here's something beautiful about being bedrock, about being foundation. You don't need to move, don't need to change, don't need to do anything. Just exist, just be, just remain. That's enough, that's everything, that's your entire purpose, and it's perfect, complete, satisfying. The bedrock doesn't strive, doesn't struggle, doesn't worry, just is. And you can be like bedrock, can just be, can rest in simple existence, can find peace in pure being. The rock is warm here, warmed by the mantle below, by the heat of Earth's interior, by geothermal energy. This warmth is comforting, soothing, like the warmth of a bed long slept in, like the warmth of perfect comfort. It seeps into you, or you seep into it, merging, becoming. You are warm stone, ancient stone, patient stone, eternal stone. Minerals here are under tremendous pressure, transformed by it, stabilized by it. The pressure is not uncomfortable, it's reassuring, like being held, like being embraced by the entire planet. Every direction presses in, creating perfect balance, perfect equilibrium, perfect rest. You're held by pressure, stabilized by weight, calmed by the embrace of miles of overlying rock. The rock around you is silent, completely silent. Sound doesn't travel well through solid stone, vibrations dampen, waves dissipate. There's only the deepest quiet, the most complete silence, the most profound stillness. This is the silence at the foundation of the world, the quiet beneath everything, the stillness that supports all movement. In experiencing it, being it, you find a peace deeper than any you've known, a rest more complete than sleep, a stillness more profound than death. The silence wraps around you gently, total now, absolute, perfect. Everything feels perfectly still, perfectly ancient, perfectly permanent. You're not breathing, not thinking, not being in any active sense, just existing, just resting, just being, bedrock, foundation, eternal ancient stone. Time passes, or doesn't. Time has no meaning here in the bedrock, in geological time, in eternal stone. But gradually, imperceptibly, something shifts. You begin to rise, not actively, not deliberately, just naturally, inevitably. Like the slowest tectonic uplift, like continents drifting, like mountains forming, you begin the long slow journey back toward the surface. You rise through the gneiss, through billions of years of stone. The bands pass by, light, dark, each band representing an ancient episode of pressure, of heat, of transformation. You're reading Earth's history as you rise, seeing the record, understanding the story. Higher, through the granite, through the batholiths, through the slowly cooled magma chambers. The pink and white and black crystals surround you, hold you, support you as you rise. The granite is strong, stable, patient. It doesn't hurry your ascent, doesn't rush your return, just allows, just supports, just is. And here's something beautiful about this rising, about this return to the surface. It mirrors Earth's own processes. Rock that's buried is eventually uplifted. Rock that's deep eventually becomes shallow. Mountains that erode become sediment. Sediment becomes rock. Rock becomes mountain. Everything cycles. Everything returns. Everything rises after falling, rests after rising. The cycle is eternal, patient, perfect. And you're part of it, rising now, returning now, but taking your time, taking geological time, taking all the time you need. Through metamorphic zones, through the schist and marble, through transformed stone. The crystals glitter as you pass, garnet, mica, calcite, all wishing you well, all part of your journey, all connected to your peace. Through sedimentary layers, through limestone and shale and sandstone, through the pages of Earth's history, through fossils and ancient seas, through time made visible, made tangible, made real. Each layer is a memory, each fossil a moment, each grain of sand a story. You're approaching the surface, but slowly, so slowly. There's no rush, no urgency. The journey's the destination. The rising is the rest. You're still deeply at peace, still completely relaxed, still perfect in your stillness. The crystal caves reappear, or you return to them. The crystals glow softly, welcoming you, recognizing you. You've been changed by your journey. You carry the deep places with you, carry the ancient patience, carry the eternal peace. You're not the same, you're more, you're deeper, you're connected to Earth in a way you weren't before. The underground river flows again, cool water, patient current. You float on it, let it carry you. The sound of water returns, gentle, soothing, peaceful. The stalactites and stalagmites pass above and below, growing, always growing, patient in their accumulation, perfect in their slowness. The silence wraps around you gently, less complete now, filled with water sounds, with echoes, with the gentle breath of living caves. But still peaceful, still calming, still perfect for rest. Your breathing continues, slow, steady, so relaxed, so peaceful, so completely at ease. Light appears, dim at first, then brighter. The cave entrance ahead. You're returning to the surface, to air, to sky. But you're not leaving the peace behind. You're bringing it with you, carrying it, embodying it. You are stone now, our patience now, our geological time made flesh. You emerge into soft sunlight, evening sunlight, golden and gentle. The light is warm on your face, on your closed eyelids, soothing, healing, perfect. You're standing on stone again, on bedrock exposed at the surface, ancient rock, billions of years old, patient rock, eternal rock. Your rock. Your foundation. The landscape stretches before you, mountains in the distance, the same mountains you saw at the beginning, but you see them differently now. You know their depths, their foundations, their ancient patient structures. You know they're young and temporary, yet also eternal and permanent. You understand the paradox, the beautiful contradiction of geology, where everything changes and nothing changes, where all is temporary and all is eternal. And here's something beautiful to understand as you rest here, as you prepare for the deepest sleep. The earth you've journeyed through, the stone you've become one with, it's all still here, always here. The crystals still grow in their caves. The magma still flows in its chambers. The rivers still carve their passages. The mountains still rise and erode. The rock cycle continues, eternal, patient, perfect. And you're part of it, forever part of it, connected to it, able to return to it anytime you need, anytime you seek peace, anytime you want to remember the patient ancient calm of stone. You lie down on the bedrock, on the warm ancient stone, and it's like lying on a bed made just for you, perfectly contoured, perfectly comfortable, perfectly supportive. The stone has been here for billions of years, has supported everything, and now it supports you, holds you, embraces you, welcomes you home. The sky darkens above, stars appearing, the same stars that have shone on this stone for billions of years. Starlight that's traveled for centuries meets stone that's existed for eons. Two kinds of ancient, two kinds of eternal, meeting here, now, where you rest. Your body is completely relaxed, has been relaxed for so long now. You've forgotten what tension feels like, what worry is, what hurry means. You only know peace, only understand rest, only embody stillness. You are stone, patient, eternal, at peace. The silence wraps around you gently, the silence of stone, of earth, of geological time. Everything feels perfectly still, perfectly peaceful, perfectly complete. Your breathing is imperceptible, your heartbeat barely there, your consciousness fading into the darkness, into the stars, into the stone, into sleep, deep, deep sleep. Darkness. Stillness. Stone. Eternal. Perfect. Complete. You're sleeping deeply now, have been sleeping, will always be sleeping, in the eternal now of geological time, in the timeless rest of stone. Nothing moves, nothing changes, nothing disturbs the perfect peace. You are bedrock, foundation, the ancient base. Everything rests on you, but you feel no burden, only peace, only the satisfaction of being what you are, of serving your purpose through simple existence. The planet turns beneath you, or you turn with it, or there's no difference. You're part of Earth. Earth is part of you, rotating through space, orbiting the sun, moving through the galaxy, all of it happening, none of it mattering. All that matters is rest, is peace, is this eternal stillness. Rock surrounds you, fills you, is you. Crystals and minerals, atoms arranged in perfect patterns, order from chaos, peace from existence. You are the pattern, you are the order, you are the peace. Deep, deeper, deepest. Into sleep, into stone, into the eternal rest at the foundation of everything. No thought, no movement, no awareness. Just being, just existing, just resting, forever. As you drift deeper into sleep now, completely relaxed, totally at peace, remember this peaceful journey can return whenever you need it. These caves, these crystals, this ancient stone, all exist within you, are part of you, will always be accessible to you. You can return here any night, any time you need rest, any moment you seek the patient peace of geological time. The Earth is always here, always waiting, always ready to hold you, to support you, to remind you of patience, of slowness, of the beauty of simply being. Stone doesn't judge, doesn't demand, doesn't expect. It simply exists, simply supports, simply is. And you can be like stone, can simply be, can rest in pure existence, can find peace in patient endurance. If this soothing story helped you relax tonight, if it guided you towards sleep, if it brought you peace, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new calming sleep story every week. More journeys like this, more peaceful explorations, more connections to the ancient patient Earth, waiting for you, ready to bring you rest. Sweet dreams, rest deeply, sleep now, peacefully, completely. The stone holds you. The Earth supports you. The ancient bedrock embraces you. The crystals surround you with perfect order. The minerals arrange themselves in patterns of peace. You're safe, you're supported, you're home, you're at peace. Sleep. Sleep deeply. Sleep peacefully. Sleep now, completely, totally, eternally. The silence wraps around you gently. Everything feels perfectly still. You're becoming stone, merging with earth, dissolving into the ancient patient peace of geology, one with the eternal, one with the permanent, one with the deep, slow, beautiful patience of stone. Sleep. Sleep. Sleep.